guys, it's Mrs. Klein, and it is week 6, day 1 for your math lesson. We are going to add to the thousands with regrouping. So it says I can use addition properties to help me to add. So let's see what this looks like for this week. Day 1, you're going to be doing adding with regrouping. You're going to need a piece of paper to go along with as you're doing this with me, so that way we can kind of go through some of the problems together. So go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen or something you're going to write with. So here's your essential questions. What is addition? What is regrouping or carrying, and how do I know when to regroup? So regrouping and carrying mean the same thing. Many parents, people that are my age, around my age, or maybe even a little younger than me, they're going to know this is called carrying. We carried numbers is what we did instead of regrouping. So here's some vocabulary that we need to know. We have addition. You can combine or put together 2 or more numbers. That's what addition would be. Add-ins, those are the numbers that you add together in the addition problem. Remember in multiplication we had numbers that we would multiply? Those were called factors. In addition, they're called add-ins. That kind of makes it nice and easy because the beginning of add-ins has the word add, so that kind of helps us to remember. So if we have 37 plus 23, these are called our add-ins. The number 37 is an add-in, and the number 23 is called an add-in. The sum. The sum is the answer to addition. So over here, when I add these up together, I end up with the sum of 60. Sometimes in math problems, you might see it written out. What is the sum of 37 and 23? And it's written in words that way. And all they're asking you to do is to add 2 numbers and come up with the answer. So this is our sum, 60. Things to know about addition. When adding numbers, they should be written vertically. Vertically is the way we stand. We stand up vertically, not like a dog that's horizontal. And they should be lined up by place value. All numbers should be lined up from the right to the left. So that means that I need to have my ones place over in the right side. So here's a big number. I have this number 2,143 plus 325. Right now they are not written vertically. This is horizontal when they go across this way. So I'm going to rewrite it, and now they're written vertically. So now I can actually add the number starting in my ones place, and then go to my tens place, and then my hundreds, and then look here, there's nothing to add with this number that's in the thousands place. Okay, so now they've been rewritten vertically. Oh, what's wrong with this one? Oops. We cannot do it like that. We do not want to line them up over here on this side. It's always on where the ones side is at on the right. So that is a no-no. When adding numbers, first add the ones place value, then the tens place, then the hundreds, and finally to the thousands place. So sometimes it might be easier just to look at just those 2 numbers right there and go, what is 3 plus 5? And not have to look at the rest of it. Put a piece of paper over it or something like that. So now we can add this number. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. And I always add going down. 1 plus 3 is 4. And then 2, there's nothing there, so I just bring my 2 down. So this number is 2,468. So let's practice. We'll watch Mrs. Klein do one, and then we'll do one together. So I have the number 3,860 plus 123. Okay? Let's see if that comes up. Whoops. I'll go back. So I have 0 plus nothing, and notice that I have these lined up. So 0 plus 3, is 3. 6 plus 2, I go straight down, is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. I don't have anything I'm adding to this 3, so I bring it straight down. I also bring this comma down, so my answer is 3,983. Okay, there's the answer. So we'll do one together. 5,257 plus 641. Go ahead and write this on your piece of paper right now. Make sure that you've lined up your digits by their place value. Don't forget your plus sign and then our line that goes across. All right, so 7 plus 1. So I have 7, and then I add one more, and hopefully you wrote down the answer is 8. Go straight down. 5 plus 4 is 9. 2 plus 6, 8. 5, I have nothing else to add to the 5, so I'm going to bring it straight down. I'm going to bring that comma down too. Wow, 5,898. And check our answer. There it is. We are correct. Okay, now on your own, you're going to do this problem. 43 plus 25. Go ahead and add that up. Okay, hopefully you got 68. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 plus 2 more is 6. Here's another one for you to do on your own, a little bit bigger. 231 plus 567. Write that down. Start in your ones place first. Then go to the tens place. And then the hundreds place. $798. And if you need more time and I'm doing this too fast, then just pause it while you work this out and then push play whenever you're ready for the answer. Okay. Here's a bigger number. This is in the thousands place. 5,524 plus 462. Go ahead and add that up. You should have got 5,986 for your answer. Okay, so regrouping. What Mom and Dad called carrying. They're going to carry numbers over. Notice on the problems we've done so far, the answers in each column have been 9 or less. Kind of like a review. So this one, we had 5 plus 3 equals 8. That's 9 or less. 4 plus 2 equals 6. That's 9 or less. They're both less. Same thing here and here. All of our numbers so far have been less than 9 when we've gotten our 9 or less. Well, we get 8 plus 4. And it doesn't equal 9 or less. What does 8 plus 4 equal? Hopefully you're thinking 12. So 8 plus 4 equals 12. Can I put a 12 right here? Can you write it in the ones column? Like that? No, you can only write one digit number under each column. So it has to be 9 or less. Only one digit. This one has 2 digits. It has a 1 and a 2. So you cannot do it like that. So one digit numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So only up to 9. That's all we can do. So let's talk about what we're going to do. When two numbers in the same column add up to 2-digit answer, we put the digit on the right in the correct place value, and then we regroup or carry the number on the left to the place value. So within that number, it's going to carry the number that's on the left to the place value. Sounds like a lot of words. So let's talk about what this would look like. So we know that 8 plus this 4 equals 12. 12 is really 1 10 and 2 ones. So remember, 12 equals 10 plus 2. So it's really one of these 10s. You only have 1 10. And then you have 2 ones left over. It equals the same thing. So 12 is a 2-digit number, so you need to do something called regroup. Once you do that, you're going to put the 2 in the ones place, like this. So I put that 2 in the ones place. And then regroup or carry the 1 to the top of the tens place, because that 1 is actually worth 10. So it's going to look like that. It's going to go up here into the tens place, because I already have these 2 digits here. So I'm going to put it on top, and that's either called carrying or regroup. And then you add the digits in the tens place. So what is that? Now I've got this 1 plus 3 plus 5. So there it is, 1 plus 3 plus 5, it equals 9. So I can put my answer like that. So this answer here equals 92. So let's do one. You guys can watch me do a couple, and then we'll do some together, and then we'll do some on your own. So here's our problems. So the first one is 9 plus 3. So 9 plus 3 equals 12, and I remember that we can't put the 12 here, so I'm going to carry my 1 up here and put the 2 here, because that's 110. And then I have 1 plus 6 plus 3, which is going to equal 10. I'm still keeping my 0 in this place, and then my 1 would go where the hundreds are. All right, then I have 564 plus 298, and my first, in the ones here, I have 8 plus 4. Which equals 12, with lots of 12s. So I'm going to carry my 1 up here to the tens place and put my 2 here. And now I have 1 plus 6 plus 9, which equals 16. I can't put 16 here. I'm going to carry 1 up here, bring my 6 here, and then I have 1 plus 5 plus 2, which is 8. So I have 862. Okay, so you guys are going to do this one with Mrs. Klein. So go ahead and write this problem down. If you need to pause while you're doing that, that's fine, so that way you can get caught up. 97 plus 38. So 7 plus 8. And many of us have different ways of getting to that and figuring out what that answer is. Knowing those facts is the best way. That 7 plus 8, that's 15. But I know I can't write 15 here. I can put my 5 and carry my 1. I like to do it the other way, where I carry my 1 first, so I'm doing 15 in order, is the way I do it. Okay, now I have 1 plus 9 plus 3, which equals 13. So I write it like that. Notice that my 1 is over here where the hundreds would be, but there are no other hundreds. Okay, now I have 374 plus 566. Once again, I'm going to add my 1's place. 4 plus 6 is 10. I can't put a 10 in here, so I'm going to carry my 1 or regroup and then put my 0. 7 plus 6 plus 1 more is 14. So I'm carrying or regrouping. And then 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. So I have 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 1 more is 9. So one of the mistakes that we might make is that we forget to add in that 1 that's up here at the top, especially if we're doing this on a worksheet and it's typed up and you're doing this with your pencil. You may not notice it too much. Some teachers require students to circle that, so that way they know it's there, to circle these as they're doing it. So we'll try that and see how it works. Go ahead and do this one. Write it down and then work it out. Pause if you need more time. So 7 plus 3 is 10. I'm going to try my new way, where I'm going to circle my 1, put my 0 there so I don't forget it. 1 plus 2 plus 4 is 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 1 more is 7. Remember, it doesn't matter how we add these, which order, because of our property that we learn, that it doesn't matter. It's commutative property, and we can add in any order as long as we're just adding this column. All right, my next problem is 859 plus 75. They've been reworked out so I can add going up and down. 9 plus 5, which is my ones place value here, is 14. So I'm going to put my 1 here, circle it. My 4. And then 7 plus 5 plus 1 more. I get 13, circle. And then 8 plus this 1 is going to be 9. So I get 934. And then our next problem is going to be 946 plus 137. 6 plus 7 is 13. I'm going to circle my 1. My 3 stays in the ones place. Then I'm going to add up my tens place, which is 4 plus 3 plus 1 more. And I get 8. And then 9 plus 1, which is in the hundreds place, is 10. And I have to have a comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. All right, check your work and see if you got the same thing or not. Answer, oh, checking my answer. 102, 862, 135, 940, and that's it. So, let me erase this so we can read what our closure says. Today we learned how to add with regrouping. On your piece of paper that you've been working on, write down what does addition mean? If you're going to use addition, what does that mean? Okay, you're combining two numbers or more, correct? And then write what is regrouping. We just learned about regrouping today. What is regrouping when you have to do that? Okay, hopefully you've written down or you're thinking that that is whenever we have a number that's place value is too large for that place value, that we have to carry or regroup our numbers from our bundle up our ones or bundle up our tens and regroup those. Okay, thank you. We'll do day 2 later.